Hey, 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 it's Dr. Meredith Watson, psychoneuroimmunologist, doctor of naturopathy. Tonight we're going to talk about situations that keep us up at night and manifesting change. Have you ever considered being open to see if you could see it differently? If you could flip the script and repel anything that is contrary to your desire? Let's say I want to have more time with my mom, $10,000 a month income from revenue, and a weekend without my daughter, just so I can rest and relax and recuperate. I can think of a million reasons why those things won't happen. But there is the option to flip the script and say how crazy it is that it won't happen. Of course, it's going to happen. Great things happen to me all the time, and make a list of things that have worked out for you, that you have overcome, that you have achieved. And sometimes that helps you to be able to grasp and embrace the fact that the script could be flipped and you could have everything you ever wanted if you're just open to seeing the situation differently. Ever have something just nagging at you, nagging at you, nagging at you, and you just can't get over it? Dig into why it bothers you so much. What at the core do you really need from the situation? And the answer to that may also be why it bothers you so much. You came home, the house was a mess, you just cleaned it the day before, you worked all day, and nobody seems to care that the house is a mess or making an effort to get it back in the tip top shape you had already had it in. You yell and scream and hoop and holler about how the house isn't clean, no one helps you clean, you don't feel appreciated at the very core, and you don't feel like people take what you've done and the time and the effort that you've expended to keep the house clean and tidy. They don't take it seriously. They take it for granted, like you should or have to do it when they benefit from it as much as maybe even more than you do. So at the core, maybe you feel unappreciated and you feel like no one takes what you do seriously and they don't value it the way that you believe they should. So therefore, you feel unvalued or disvalued or undervalued. So at the core, you're yelling and screaming because you think the house is dirty, but at the core, you're really upset because you don't feel like your efforts are valued. Dig into why it bothers you again with regard to things and people you can't forgive. You can't accept what occurred, or even you don't want to admit or accept or embrace your part in it. I had someone tear me a new one, just rip me to shreds verbally, and I was angry for quite a while, and I'm still a little, in my feelings about it. But at the core, I didn't like the fact that I put myself in a situation to be hurt that deeply, to be destroyed to that depth. But I'd given them the tools to kill me with and to destroy me with, and I was upset at myself at the core because I had given them the tools. They had the knife to cut me with. I gave it to them on a silver platter, and I didn't want to admit my part. They shouldn't have done it. There was a better way, but I also let them in so deeply and so they gave them the ability to penetrate my core so well, and that was on me. Not that you shouldn't trust, not that you shouldn't love, but never allow someone else to decide the sum worth of you, the total of who you are and what you are, and decide the estimation of the total sum of your worth. That's what I was trying to say. So sometimes it's not that you can't forgive the person or the situation. It's more about you can't believe it occurred. You can't accept and embrace it actually occurred. Not to mention, maybe it's not as easy to embrace your part in it. And we all play a part, whether we want to admit it or not. And then, with regard to forgiving or letting things go or manifesting change, can you believe that the possibility is there that your desire could come into being, that you could forgive, you could move past it, you could move over it, around it, you could get over it and rise above it and not let it usurp your life? Can you focus or imagine a reality where what you want manifests and blossoms and becomes so? Can you imagine a reality where you get 10 minutes to yourself at night, where you get to have the job you want, you get to live in the neighborhood you want, you get to drive the car that you want? Can you envision that even just being possible? Let's just get to the point where you can imagine it's possible. It happens for Joe Blow and Susie Q. Why can't it happen for you? You're no better than they are, and you're no worse than they are, and they're no better than you are. Why can they have it and you can't? So wrap your head around that. And maybe that's part of the resistance there is between what you want and getting it and the desire that you have coming into reality. Maybe there's fear at play. Maybe your fear of failure or what success would mean. what your success would do to other people, what they would think of you, who would it upset. Who you may become may worry you. Maybe you're not ready. Maybe you're worried you can't handle that. Maybe you're worried that, will this good time last? Can you be stable and sure and feel safe in this new life as your new normal? Are you afraid that it's going to slip through your fingers? Or will you kowtow and give it all away and fall victim to peer pressure or doing with it what you didn't really want to do? Do you think that money only comes from calamity and travesty? Get to the root of where these thoughts and programming have come from so that you can change that and flip the script and reprogramming. This would also be a good time to release any pain or any resistance attached to the desired thing manifesting into reality. I like to tell myself, or I like to journal these words: I release attachment to the pain and will not allow it to define me or encapsulate me, especially not usurp my life. Strength is my new companion. I hold the key to my own security, stability, warmth, belonging, and acceptance. And so it is. And I let it go. The next question is, do you love yourself enough to believe in yourself enough to go after what you want and believe it's yours to have? Maybe somewhere somebody gave you this lame story, told you what you want isn't real, or you can't have it, or it's a pipe dream or pie in the sky. Do you have any idea how many people who are today successful had to go through muck and mire and humiliation and ridicule and failure to get where they are, but they didn't stop? They're no better than you. You can do it too. And if you can't get behind your desire, you need to dig into why and reprogram your subconscious mind and thoughts so that you can get behind these thoughts and these beliefs. It's so important that you believe in yourself. It starts there. If you believe it's yours to have, because why would you want it if it wasn't yours to have? That's another indication it's yours to have. You have the desire. I heal and help clients embrace their desires and bring it into manifestation and bring it into reality through the Phoenix Therapy Method. I equate it to a time release tablet. It heals over time. You created these thoughts and this programming and these paradigms over time. It's going to take time to unwind them and unravel them and dismantle them and reprogram them. It has been a time-tested and proven therapy method which has taught me to craft inside the love, acceptance, validation, and belonging I yearned for and sought outside. I taught myself first, and now I teach others exactly how to live a life on your own terms, unapologetically, without depending on others for love, acceptance, validation, and even support. I had to learn these techniques. Just in the beginning of all of my work and starting this, I had to look down the barrel of a two-time heart attack within 16 months. I had two heart attacks in 16 months. My doctors were dumbfounded. I was healthy, active, and I was young. I wasn't even 35 yet. And you too may wonder what's going on in your body, the ceaseless sore and painful backaches, the raging headaches that keep you up at night and prevent you from living the life that you truly deserve to live. Using my trademark therapy method and portal jam-packed with resources, I help you discover the root cause of your pain, and then I show you how to use your struggles as when to fuel your wings. A lot of what you're suffering from, the pain, is truly depression, anxiety, the critiquing voices inside your head. And we want to reprogram that. It's possible. It's totally possible. Visit the link below today and learn how to find love, peace, and healing within yourself. It's time to be happy. It's time to unapologetically live life on your terms. There's a free video at the site and it shows you how pain manifests and its root cause. Check the link below. I will see you on the other side. Don't forget to subscribe and share this where you feel it would be best received.